Ooh, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Steel Division review. This time we're looking at the new DLC. I'm just going to call it Toulon because I cannot pronounce whatever this is in German. Let's take a look. This is one of the two divisions that came out with the DLC today. We're going to take a look at this one today, and then we'll look at the other one tomorrow. I've gotten a couple games in with this deck so far. I need to play the other French division a little more before I think I can make a review on it. Anyway, let's take a dive in. All right, so looking on the recon tab, get your, these for your radios. The only reason you'd bring them. You got your terrible, you have a sniper team. 10 man, this is actually pretty good. 10 points for a free sniper. You have 60 shots. It's pretty much a 1 kill every shot. You can bring them in attraction if you want, but yeah, I wouldn't do that. You can also bring this useless infantry squad. You can also bring it in this like 50 cal thing if you want, but I don't know. I don't think this squad's worth it. You can definitely bring the Fusiliers. These Fusiliers are pretty cost efficient. They're MG34, they have a heat grenade, 9-man squad, 25 points, pretty cost efficient, and you don't get that good availability, but they're pretty strong. In a 1v1 setting, I think it's a little more useful. Then you can bring these boys. Oh yeah, look at this. Silencers, what is this? I think these are silencers, right? Silencers on the MP40s. 3 guys with them. Also have a, your nice sniper rifle as well. Kind of weird though, because weird combo. CQC with a sniper rifle with then a high explosive grenade. But I guess it's more realistic than gameplay orientated. So the squad can go in close quarters and snipe, which is really good. That's actually awesome. It can be pretty cheap. It's only 30. It's 30 points. It's pretty costly, but you get, they're double vetted, so they're pretty good. In the infantry tab, this is where we have to talk. There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of good, just a lot of good in every regard. Okay, so you got your normal Grenadier, Panzerfaust, you get them in A, B, and C, nothing to speak there. Get your same with the normal AT rifle, you get them A, B, and C. Get your Ois Legionaries, these guys are pretty good. The 2 disheartened troops you get to choose from are these guys and your good old KMs. The KMs, you're phase locked though to A and B phase. The Ois Legionary are not. There's a little bit of difference. I do believe they perform a little differently. I mean, they perform kind of the same, but the KM get 1 extra guy. They don't have a submachine gun, so they have good rifles, and rifles seem to suppress really good right now. So I recommend these guys. I just feel like they're better. I've played a couple times, and I don't know, they feel better than the other unit. And then you also get this beautiful unit here. I don't know. I'm just gonna call them Burger. The Burgers. I'm gonna call them the Burgers from now on. These are sick. You guys have 2 MG42s, 6 of these semi-auto rifles, and they carry a frag grenade. So these guys are just good in every spot. And they have the Raider trait, which gives them a plus, what, like 50% stealth or something like that? Yeah. So freaking awesome. You bring these guys. They're phase locked to A and B. They're double vetted, so they just gun down everybody anyway. Bring them a leader. They get triple vetted. They're just gods. You get leader for... Okay, let's keep going to other stuff. You get these KM Pioneers, okay? These things are freaking awesome, too. They're just Pioneer squads with a bazooka, like, freaking awesome. You bring them A, B, and C. They have to be 1 vetted at least. I don't recommend double vetting them. Oh, man, they're just so good. Let's get these, I don't know, like, what are these? Submariner men? Oh, my God. 3 MG34s. So this unit is like a beast in medium and long range. Don't get them in CQC, they'll get destroyed, but like freaking awesome now at long range. And there's been a patch too now. So MGs only fire over 100 meters. These things will not fire within 100 meters. So they get destroyed at CQC, so don't do that. Get your normal card of Pioneer. They're phase locked to A and B. Get these cool Mario units. These are freaking awesome too. Like, there's so many good units here. You're just like Tensoniki on steroids. 12-man squads, SMGs, 3 Molotovs. They have this cool like uniform. They're pretty awesome. I'm guessing these are Italians, but I could be wrong. Maybe Frenchmen. I don't know. Vichy France. I can't tell you, but like, they're awesome. I think they're Italians though, being that their name. You get your normal Storm Pioneers if you want them. Nothing to speak of there. This is like another like Marine division here. Unit, sorry, not division. Unit. Pretty good. Gets an MG. Nothing to speak too highly of. What else here? Leaders wise, get your Grand Fuhrers. You can get 2 cards of them. You also get these KM Fuhrers with an MG. It's like a full man squad pretty much. 30 points. You have less availability though. For trucks though, for all transports, you pretty much are stuck with the DM. You can bring this little even slower vehicle if you really want to, but I don't know why you do that. Moving over to the tank tab. Okay, this is where your weakness is. You're so weak here. You get 2 stud cards. They're phase locked to both A. These are also... Actually, this one's not phase locked to A, but, like, why bring it? It's so bad. You can just bring a 5 point more and just get the same availability of them. So, you're just stuck. So, 7 tanks in my deck. But, we'll make it up elsewhere. Moving on to the support tab. Get plenty of MG42s and 34s. Actually, 1 card of 42s with 2 cards of 34s. Get this cool, like, weird... I don't know what this thing is, but it's pretty good. 75 mil, pop sings. You can bring in pretty fast transports. Strategy 33. They put a little anti-tank symbol. That's new, actually. Tank busters. Get your leader card. You can bring a traction leader card. What's really good is though, you can bring the MG34s or 42s. All right, it's pretty late here. In the traction here. Kind of yawning. It's so late, guys. Late at night. I had a long day at work. Get your military police to the trash. Don't bring them. Actually, this is an 8-man squad, so maybe this guy could be useful. I'd be curious to see if anyone does. Look at that cool uniform, though. This guy looks cool. But no, I don't recommend them though. You have to look at this. I don't know why you want to bring them either. As it says, it shows a Marine uniform, but these guys are not Marine in uniform. So I don't know what's up with that. Supply trucks, you get 3 of them. Anti-tanks, a little lackluster. Get mortar 1s or phase lock to A. Pack 40s, get A and B. And get these like 66 mils or 76 mils. They have pretty good 130 penetration. They fire a heat round too. Sorry, an HE round. Indirect fire as well. 50 points. Get your normal pack 43, phase lock to A and B. You can also bring these like light pack guns, but things are pretty trash. I wouldn't bring them. Phase lock to A and B. And this thing, like on paper, is good. You know, 145 penetration. But, you know, as the crew doesn't exist, it doesn't aim as well at all. It misses every shot. So they're pretty good, bad. And they get hit by any light AT, they're gone. The air tab. This thing's amazing. I love this air tab. So, it's not air tab, anti-air tab. Okay, so what's so great about it? The AA guns. It's just like, you get 3 types of heavy AA guns. Get this flak M36. Beware, this thing does not have an AP round, as far as I can tell. It fires an HE, which, good for worse, is, you know, okay. Like, it can suppress tanks and they can pop light tanks, but not really. Its rate of fire is pretty crazy, though, so it stops aircraft pretty well. You double vet this freaking thing will stop any aircraft from going anywhere near you. Get some water there. Get your flak furlings, get them A, B, and C. Get your flak 37s if you want, so you can bring them A, B, and C. A little different though, you get this beautiful 105. This thing is the god. It's so good. Its range is crazy for anti-air, but it fires a round. What's the round here? AP round. 2000 range, 205 penetration. To give you like a little perspective, this thing has 230 penetration. This thing can kill IS-2s, and I've been popping IS-2s with this thing. You get to like 1750 range, this thing will just destroy an IS-2. It annihilates. Its rate of fire is 12 rounds per minute. It's a god. You double vet this, triple vet this. Oh my god. Don't go anywhere near this thing if you see it. You get 2 cards of them. You get 1 card of 88s, and you get this new like derp thing. This thing, like, I was kind of skeptical of this thing, but you know what? It shoots down aircraft, so it does the job really well. 120 points. You get 1 card of them. You also get these flak 22s. Nothing too special transport wise. What else now? Oh, by the way, you can bring these things in like traction, so you can go pop people. This is the one thing, the reason someone was arguing me that we should bring these. So you can pop tanks with. Like when at the beginning of the game, you can pop some transports using the fastest vehicle in the game, which is the traction. All right. So artillery tab. Oh man, so much to speak of here. This is not my artillery version of the deck, but you can build an artillery deck. So, get 81mm mortars, can't go wrong there. You get your 152 artillery pieces. You get 149 pieces of artillery. You get your 100 mils of artillery. You can bring 105s, you can bring 100 mils. And they all have radio. If you can just max out artillery. You only get 2 supply trucks, so you're going to need to bring all of these in C. So you can really max out this artillery tab and be a freaking beast in the field. I mean, there's nothing to say here. You can also bring off-map planes. You have 2 versions of it. You have a 380 and a 138. I think the 138 is a little better. more cost efficient. You can bring the 380, they're phase locked to B and C. The other one's phase locked nowhere, and you get 2 in B and 3 in C. So they're pretty good. Same aircraft, but different off map. You can see 340 and then 138. And then on the air tab, beautiful air tab, the beautiful air tab. Get your BF-109 with rocket planes, pretty standard. You get your Focke-Wulf F8s. These things are sick. Just destroy tanks. By the way, 2 of these, pretty much without any suppression, will kill an IS-2 pretty much every single time. So be wary of that. A side shot for sure. Get the G6R6, the best aircraft in War Thunder. It's such a fun aircraft to fly. You get 4 of them in A, so that's OP. You get 2 cards of these things. You get 6 and 8. So these are will be amazing in 1v1s. Also, the pilot is fused in the aircraft, so he's gonna go down with it. Look at that. Like, he's inside the vehicle. You get these A4s. These things are okay. They're high altitude bombers. You get a lot of them. They carry 2 500 kilogram bombs. K1 pretty good. Lots of bomb loads. Just high altitude bombers. Nothing to say there. Did the BF-109G 6EU4, so a little bit less model, but really still really good aircraft. Get less availability. It's kind of funny. This is the worst aircraft. We get worse availability in A. It's like, this is kind of weird that you get 4 of them in A. That's a little weird to me. And you get your normal BF-109 with 250 kilogram bomb, pretty cost efficient too, really good aircraft. And then you get your ME-410 with the recon. So this is my jug build. If I was to change this deck at all, I'd put it even longer in depth and more artillery. Just spam artillery. Alright, let's head over to the 1v1 version. Let's talk there. Alright, let's go over the last thing, and that is a 1v1. What do you think? What do I think you need to take? First of all, you need to take double vetted MG34s or 1 vetted 34s, and I recommend you do double vetting because you can bring all of them in tractions. Bring in tractions. If you set up these MG34s in good spots, okay, so the traction is the fastest vehicle in the game. So, meaning that you get to every place before everybody else. You don't have flamethrowers in this deck. So, taking these 34 double vetted, wherever they are, they're going to destroy everything they look at. And then you get a whole nother B card of 42 models, which is a perfect because you use every single one of your tractions because you only have 12 tractions. Not including the commander. I bring the commander in traction because he's fast. I bring A phase ammo. I think it's a must take because you should only take 81mm mortars. You can pretty experiment with a little bit of light artillery, but I wouldn't bring any heavy artillery. I do bring 100 mils though, because I think they're really cost efficient. They're pretty accurate to get the job done. 138 millimeters. These things are, off map. I just bring 2 and B just in case I need to follow up with something. Bring your G6s. You bring your G6 rocket planes. Just some standard stuff here. Pretty strong. In fact, maybe I should replace this with a 250 kilogram bomb. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I take that back. I've seen them already figure out things. Focke-Wulf, Focke-Wulf F88. You should bring these with the rockets, like anti-tank aircraft. I recommend bringing them Bs. You have 2 of them, so you can guarantee kill any heavy tanks that come out. AT wise, just standard here. You gotta bring the AT. AA wise, you kind of fiddle with this. I want to bring these big guns here. These things are just freaking awesome. They're just creps with anti-air steroids. So bring these things. These are gods. You're gonna need to use them as your tanks because you don't really have that many tanks. Tank wise, you're gonna bad spot here. You only have 7 stugs, and then you gotta be careful with them because you don't really have that much. You have mortars, but that's kind of it. Infantry wise, you can kind of do any combo. Must take so. I think you must take this Raider squad. Sorry, this Burger squad. The burgers are awesome. Bring them, they're so good. Another must take is God, where is it? Oh yeah, this unit. And I forgot, maybe I didn't look at them, but yeah, we did that earlier. They have a bazooka and a Panzer, explosive. So like, you can bring this, just bring this squad. It's so good. Pair them with some other infantry and just stop any tanks from doing anything and just mow people down. I recommend you bring them B phase for Maverick, because that's where you're going to be doing most of your pushing. You're not going to have that many tanks, and all your tanks are phase locked to A, so you can use tank versus tank there. Bring the Mario to CQC infantry. It's Tatsuniki on steroids. I bring them B. I bring 1 card of like C phase infantry just to have some sustain. You should use these. Don't be afraid to use some of this recon infantry. These guys are really good. These sniper units. Fusiliers are always strong, cost efficient unit. They can cover and look down an area and scout out for you. Other than that, I don't think I have too much to say here. Bring the leaders. You want to double vet these things. I recommend you vetting most of it. Some of the stuff you can't vet. You can't vet these infantry squads for some reason. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't even bring this, and I should just bring my normal You know, one vet, Panzerfaust squad like that. Not even a bad idea. I think so. I'll do that. You know, it's not the best, but like, you know, get the job done. You have plenty of infantry here. You want to, yeah, if you can, just one vet everything, like, and then bring leaders, get them double vetted. And if you bring a commander and you're winning, bring a triple vet. So that's what I would do. Other than that, though, this is it. This is my 1v1. I've played it one time so far. Did pretty well. I won. So it's a pretty fun deck. It's just the lack of medium tanks is pretty brutal. So be careful of that. If people have a lot of if you're countering this deck, I recommend bringing a lot of mortars, maybe some rockets, and just thrashing those AA guns, and the freaking other players gun Dunzo. You just have a chance. Big open maps, this is not going to work. It has to be a close quarter map or medium range map, or you're going to be in big trouble. You can use it in team games as well, this deck, but I would have to say that it has to be in medium range or CQC, or you're in big trouble. And maybe not even CQC, because you don't really have any tanks to fight in those like green cover forest areas, sorry, yellow cover forest areas where you really need that stuff. But like a medium range, like on Shredrin, there's some good spots for medium range engagements where all your AT and AA guns can just unload. This is a really good deck for that, and I played it today. Played against an IS2 deck. I just did fine. I thrashed them. So anyway, guys, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content.